Hello, hello, hello. This is a surprise video for me, a surprise video for you guys. I was just about to make a video on Etsy SEO in Etsy's own words, and look what happened today. Well, it'll be yesterday for you. I'm recording on Wednesday, so we're editing this will be up on Thursday, but it's today just now. Etsy has just released another ultimate guide to Etsy search today, well, Wednesday the 19th of September. So I've had a quick look at this and then I thought, no, we're going to do this live with all you guys, but there's some real gold stuff in here. So if you haven't already seen it, I'll leave links and you can have a look. This is new bits in the seller handbook, some new advice, but this is their guide to the Etsy search in their words. This is what Etsy's telling us. So let's have a look at this. So, want to reach millions of shoppers coming for Etsy search engine optimization. So it's explaining to us why search is so important and explaining this is the guide. So, chapter 1, how search works, which I know everybody is so excited to hear more about. They've explained bits of these before. You can actually see it in the tabs here. I was working on a different video using older guides in the Etsy seller handbook, but now they've released this. This is superseding everything. This is so much more important. So learn how different phases of Etsy search and the factors that go into search ranking. Excuse me, I have still, hopefully my voice will hold out for this video, but I was just super excited to get this out for you guys. Okay, so there are two phases of how Etsy search works: query matching and ranking. So it's going to explore each one in detail, but here's a quick overview. Query matching is the buyer enters a query and we look at the inventory and listings and match that query. So all that means is query, they're using fancy words. Not fancy, but it's not quite such common terms. Query matching just means whatever a buyer types into the search box, that's their query. So they type into the search and then the search engine goes and has a look and sees what listings match that query. What listings will match the question that the buyer has put into the search engine. And then ranking is the behind the scenes, how they rank the matching listings. It's interesting because I was just talking about this with someone today. They were talking about a listing that they had and saying, why can't they see where it's ranking? And quite simply, if you've got a really broad term, something like ring, there's nearly 2 million results for ring on Etsy. There's nearly 2 million listings for ring. So the search engine can't show everybody, so it has to rank them, and this search engine optimization is helping to tell Etsy what our item is, if it's going to be the best match for the buyer who's searching for a certain thing. They also rank listings using the context specific ranking technology. This helps show shoppers relevant listings we believe they're more likely to purchase based on what we've learnt from shoppers' habits across Etsy. And that is what is so exciting about search engines all across the internet. Google's been doing this for a while, everyone else is getting into it. Rather than just put this thing in, this is the result, they look at what other people's results have been. So if someone searched for a similar term, what other things are they interested in? What things did they click on? So even if all your search engine optimization tells Etsy that your item is one thing, if no one's clicking on it, if no one's interested in it, or you're trying to trick them and it's something completely different. If you list a baby hat with the tag ring, when people are searching for a ring and the baby hat comes up, they're not going to click on it. So Etsy is going to say, nope, that's misleading. So query matching. When a customer enters a search query on Etsy, they look at the titles, tags, categories and attributes to find matching keywords. So using all 13 tags, adding variety to your tags and all the relevant attributes, categorizing your items may increase the chance of your listings will match with this query. So it may increase the chance that what the customer searches for is matching with what you've told Etsy your item is. Really exciting, important bit here. If we have a look, diversifying your inventory and trying lots of different tags on your listings give you the opportunity to match with more searches. So this is Etsy telling us, have more listings, have several listings of similar things and try out different tags. That's pretty much what they're saying there. Once we've gathered the listings and match a buyer's query, we use the information we have about each listing and shop to rank the listings. So here, another listings, we use the information we have about each listing and shop. So as we know, ranking has more to do with just what that listing is. It's how good an experience your shop's been for buyers in the past. It's about your shop as well as about your listing. So people browsing Etsy see the item they're most likely to purchase earlier in the results. So that is the most important thing. They see the item they're most likely to purchase. So it doesn't matter if you have the best SEO in the world. If people aren't into your item, if they don't buy your item, then it's going to fall down in the ranking. The most important thing is Etsy wants to provide the buyer with the thing that they're most likely to buy, because then Etsy's going to make some money. Relevance. When your tags, titles and categories and attributes match a shopper's query, your listing has the potential to appear in the search results. If these keywords are an exact match, your listing may be ranked higher and is seen as a more relevant search. So that's already, as we know, if you do everything right, the SEO is giving you the potential. You do your title, tags, attributes, categories, everything of that, you do them all right, it gives you the chance to appear. Listing quality score, again interesting. When a buyer searches on Etsy, our goal is to help them find items they want to purchase. So Etsy search looks at clues from shoppers to discover whether a listing is appealing and meets their expectations. We look at how well a listing converts. So that is how many people look at it and then go on and make a purchase. So if every single time someone clicks on your listing, they buy it, then that is a fantastic listing that converts well. And the more often people look without buying, then your item converts less, and that's less important. So this is where quite a lot of the time your favorite games are not actually helping you anymore, they're hurting you, because people are looking at your item but they're not buying. It determines whether buyers are interested in your item, which boosts that listing's quality score and placement in search results. So that totally makes sense. If for every 100 times Etsy shows your listing, it sells more often, or let's be honest, it makes Etsy more money than someone else's listing that it shows 100 times in the same search, then Etsy's more likely to push forward your item because it makes them the more money for the least work. Interesting bit for holiday mode here. Sometimes if you take a break, you return from holiday mode, you might not see the same traffic to your shop as before you went away. That's because we're gathering information about how buyers interact with other listings. And while your listing quality stays the same, when you return from holiday mode, your listings are just appearing in search again. So they're recategorizing you to see how shoppers are interacting with your listings. So yes, holiday mode does slightly hurt your shop. Everybody's noticed that, but that's what we all need a holiday sometimes, so that happens. Recency, super important, this one. This is the one that's overlooked quite a lot, but Etsy Rank did some work on this, looking at renewing items, and so if an item's renewed, then it's recency, it's more new. So when a new listing is created, it gets a small temporary boost in search, so that Etsy search can learn more about how buyers interact. That makes total sense if you think about it. When you make a brand new listing, Etsy doesn't know anything about it yet, so it boosts it up, gives you a better chance of ranking, and that lets it see, do customers like this? And if your listing does well, then it will still remain ranking well. But if it doesn't do well after the time that it considers for this temporary boost, then you're going to get booted down. This temporary boost can last anywhere from a few hours to a few days, and we've totally seen this in some of the most popular search terms. I did a test on this with the term bookmark, and I could literally get onto the front page for about half an hour. But if I try this with a cat bookmark as a search term, it'll last on the front page for about 12 hours. So it depends how often people are searching for the particular item. Makes sense, it's letting you be seen for not a certain amount of time, but a certain amount of clicks, to be seen by a certain amount of people. Regularly renewing your item or creating new listings just to get a small boost isn't effective search optimization strategy. Instead, we recommend focusing your time and efforts on improving your tags and working to increase your conversion rate. So absolutely, more sales is the best thing possible, but you do get a little boost from your item being renewed or a brand new item being created. So it's good to know. Customer and market experience score. In addition to helping people find items they want to purchase, we want buyers to have a great experience when they shop. So they give each shop a customer and market experience score, factor it in search placement. Getting great reviews, complete shop policies and about section positively impact your search. And recent cases opened against your shop and IP infringements can hurt your search. And they've mentioned this to us before. The better your shop, do all the positive things to make your shop the correct practices, fill in your about section and everything, but don't let customers hold you to ransom for cases against your shop. Sometimes customers will take advantage of that, but it's just really recent cases against you can hold you back a wee bit. But if your shop's doing fantastic, if you're making loads of sales, that's not going to hurt you as much. You know, if you've got 200 satisfied customers and one unsatisfied customer, don't worry too much. Just give everyone the best shopping experience that they can. Shipping price. Etsy buyers tell us that shipping price is one of the most important factors. In March 2018 survey, they were 50% less likely to buy an item if they thought the price of shipping was even a little bit expensive. So Etsy search factors shipping price into the ranking. So listings with a lower shipping price are more likely to rank higher in search. So that is a very interesting piece of data, and I have a thought here. Just recently, with the last lot of updates, Etsy included the shipping price into your fees. So that meant in the past people were able to have their item at a slightly reduced price and put a little bit more of the price into the shipping price because that wasn't included in the fees. And so now when they're including the lower shipping price, it'll get you to rank higher in search. So I'm sure they're wanting people to offer something like free shipping, which we all know, free shipping or reduced price shipping, nothing's free. It just means that you're eating up the price in your listing price, so that people will probably increase the price of their listing to cover, to put in your packaging materials, which is a consumable and totally fair to put it there. So you could shift some of the price from your postage and packing, you can shift that from the postage and packing and put it into your listing price ever so slightly. Offering free shipping could improve your search ranking even more, and shoppers will also see a free shipping badge. So, very interesting there. Language is a really cool one. Most people don't even think of this, but when you set up the shop, you choose the language, and your titles and tags should be in the language you choose during setup. Etsy translates the keywords themselves. So this, if you speak multiple languages, you can add your own translations to the listing. Translations you add yourself are higher quality and sound more natural than machine translations. But at the same time, we don't need to worry about it too much. Etsy deals with that. And if you check in your stats, you'll find I do get quite a lot of traffic from different languages. I had to look up some of the terms to find out what it was actually ranking for, but some of my tags have translated quite well. In addition to all the above factors, including relevancy, listing quality and customer experience, we also customize search results to shoppers. And I've spoke about this before. The context-specific ranking technology learns what buyers are interested in and show them what they're most likely to purchase. So many search engines do this now. It's super important, but it means that what you see when you're searching for something is not the same as what somebody else see. Which is what they're just saying here. I should read ahead. Searching for your own listing and comparing the results over time isn't an effective way to determine where your listings are appearing. I will say tools like Etsy Rank search based on how someone not logged in. It's an average, so it's much better to use a tool like Etsy Rank to find out where you're ranking, because that doesn't take into account your specific feedback, your specific search results. Dig into your stats to see which listings are bringing the most traffic from Etsy search. You can see your most visited listings, your search terms. So absolutely use your stats to see what's working, and you can see what tags are working, even if you don't necessarily know where they're listing just by looking on Etsy yourself. This could be seen as a bit of a pain, but it's actually really, really cool. Context-specific ranking, that's a lot of things to do with how it learns how you're searching, or by your location are different words. For instance, American and English is different. If I searched for fall, I'm not necessarily looking for autumn. I might be looking for people who fall over. Or if you're in a location where a certain football team is very popular or something, or even football in the UK, football means something completely different to what it means in America. So these are important, for different locations. That's another thing they can mean by the personalized results. So that is page 1 of how the Etsy search works. We'll do one more chapter today because it's the important one, and then we'll go on and look at the other listings later, because I don't want to keep you forever, but this was so exciting I had to show you it. So we've got Keywords 101, everything you need to know. So super important. Follow these do's and don'ts when adding tags and brainstorm new keywords with these proven techniques. People shop on Etsy because they know they're going to find something special. Isn't that the truth? They type a few words into the search bar and match with unique products. The keywords add to your listings are an essential tool for matching your listings to these searches. Etsy search is designed to help shoppers find what they're looking for and inspire them to click Add to Cart. So, the essentials. The keywords you use in your tags, titles, categories and attributes work together to match your listings with shoppers' searches. When there's a match to a search query, your items have the potential to appear in the search results. So that's what they told us already. People type in to search for things, and our keywords have the potential to help us to appear. So they're important. They're not the only important thing, but they're important. Etsy search gathers all the listings that have keywords that match a shopper's query. Then we rank those listings so shoppers see the item most relevant to their query. Use strong keywords in your listing to create an opportunity for your items to be shown in the search results. Here are some of the tips on making the most of keywords in your shop. Categories act like tags. This is so important that people don't actually pay attention to this too much. But look at your categories, and not only do your categories act like tags, it's like having extra tags. So if you have something that you would use as a tag, but it's actually in a category, that's already a tag. So you don't have to use up one of your 13 tags if you've already got that term as a category. Oh, I should read ahead before I tell you the thing. So yeah, since categories act like tags, you don't need to add tags to repeat that phrase in your attributes. For example, if you have a listing of the nail stencils category, your listing could appear in a result for nail stencils. Adding nail stencils also means your listing appears in the category above it as well, including craft and supplies, makeup and cosmetics. That's fab. Attributes, again, the extra details about your listings, and people are seeing that as well. Your attributes like color is super important. This is where I talk about if you've got 3 shirts you can make in different colours, rather than just having one listing that people can choose the different colours, you're better off having 3 listings that they can still choose the different colours, but the first listing focuses in on the red shirt, the second listing focuses in on the blue shirt, and the third listing focuses in on the black shirt. And then for each listing you would have the attribute of that one colour, because people are finding in search more and more, if you search for red shirt, the listings that come up should all be red shirts, not this is a black shirt that you can also get in red. So the search should be more specific like that, so you'll see a sea of red shirts. That's what they're moving towards. And attributes again act like a tag. So if your attribute tells Etsy that the shirt is red, then it knows you've got a red shirt. So you don't need to re-add that as a tag, but it's saying here is you can be more precise if it's a specific colour. So pink's an attribute that tells you about maybe a colour, but magenta's more specific. So you could say it's a pink shirt, but then also add the word magenta in the tags. All right, let's get into, before we go, so you don't need to add an attribute as a standalone tag, say faux fur or pink or whatever else, but you would still add it in the multi-word. If you want faux fur accent rug, you would still have to include it in the full multi-word tag there. Titles. Keywords in your title can help match with the shopper's query, but they're just one factor that Etsy search looks at. Etsy search looks at all the information you add, including categories and attributes. Now here, this is so important. This is stuff that I've been talking about for so long, but Etsy is now mentioning it. Focus on writing short, clear, descriptive titles that make it easy for shoppers who are scanning busy search results page to see what you're selling. So often people are making titles that look like a wish directory. Red shirt, shirt for a man, shirt this, blah, 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 blah. Lots and lots of different words. Whereas when you're searching for something, you get a load of pictures and just a little bit of the title, and so you want to keep it nice and short. You want to keep it nice and short for the shoppers. So lead with a keyword to best describe what your item is, because this is what people see first when they're browsing. So important. Remember, when you only see the start of the title, so put what's at the start of your title that's the most descriptive, the most important thing. And especially on mobile devices, and also in Google search, they only look at the first part of the title as well. And also Google does weight things more heavily at the front of the title. Although Etsy says it doesn't weight where things are placed in the title, it does make a difference, because that's what shoppers see. That's most important. So where a phrase is used doesn't affect the listings. So you can put, if you've picked out the fantastic search term that you really think is awesome, you can, but it's not necessarily what the shoppers want to see, then you could put that slightly later on in your title. But at the same time, keep it short title. You can use punctuation and some symbols in your title to separate phrases, and Etsy search is able to read each of those phrases to see if they match with the shopper's search. So you can have more than one phrase. You can separate it with punctuation. And most important, when writing your titles, be sure to include the most descriptive keywords, but keep in mind a buyer, not a computer. This is something that all search engines are moving towards. You want to make sure that everything makes sense to a person the most. You can write titles that are keyword rich, that are still conversational, they're still understandable. Adding a long list of titles may confuse buyers or turn them off your listing. Like I say, if you look like you're a cheapo knockoff Wish website, then people aren't going to like you so much. So, good example of a little bit of keyword stuff in, and honestly I've seen so much worse. Personalised wash bag, men's leather wash bag, groomsman's gift, added a monogram. So that is something, it's actually no way the worst title I've ever seen. But yeah, it's not easy to understand at a glance. They have a great point. Reading that, you're kind of, okay, wash bag, yeah, whatever. So here is what Etsy is considering a better title. Now look at the length of this. Look at the length of this compared to what people are tending to do. But this is what Etsy is recommended. Monogrammed leather wash bag groomsman gift. So that still covers in a whole lot of things. It tells someone who's searching, now they're going to be able to see most, if not all of this on their search screen. So it tells exactly what it is. It's monogrammed, so that's telling you it's going to be customized for you, likely. It's a leather wash bag, and it could be a groomsman gift. So there you go. That's a short, concise title that is going to encourage people to click on it. So this is what I've been saying forever. Keep your titles nice and short. There's a whole load of reasons for that, but now the top one, 'cause Etsy's telling you to. Tags are your opportunities to include 13 phrases, and remember that we've spoke about it before, it's always phrases, not single words. So if you looked at the title here, we could have leather wash bag, a groomsman gift, monogrammed wash bag, monogrammed leather wash bag. So it's all phrases that people are likely to be looking for. So groomsman gift wash bag, what would someone be searching for? So tagging do's and don'ts. Use all 13 tags. Use multi-word phrases. Tags can be up to 20 characters long. So, for example, personalised bracelet is stronger than personalised and bracelet. Excuse me, I knew my voice would give out at some point. So this is relevancy. If someone types in and searches for personalised bracelet, then every single item with the tag of personalised bracelet is more relevant than a listing with a tag of personalised and a tag of bracelet, because it's not all in the same word. So it's better to have these longer tail keywords, multi-word phrases. Do consult your shop stats. Refresh the tags on listings that are getting less traffic and diversify the terms you're using. Absolutely. If it's not working, change it. Go into your stats, see the things that aren't working, figure out the terms that are working, and try different terms. Experiment, do science. And here we go. Do target long tail keywords. Instead of trying to compete for generic searches like knitting pattern or diamond ring, prioritise less popular phrases, easy knitting pattern or natural diamond ring. Sellers who know what they want to buy use more specific searches. So yeah, very much to explain this one, they're just putting this quickly, but easy knitting pattern again is probably not the best kind of thing. If somebody just types in for knitting pattern, they're just browsing, they don't really know what they want. So your item might hit front page for that search, but is that really a good search? I mean, seriously, knitting pattern? Maybe you've got a knitting pattern for a hat, but the person's wanting to learn how to knit a small cat. So they don't really know what they're looking for. So if you're way more specific, so if it was a hat knitting pattern, then someone who's looking to knit a hat and searches for hat knitting pattern is far more likely to buy what you're offering. So be specific to what your item is. And here, terrible graph, but what it's showing is the number of times an item is searched, but the conversion for these searches. So yeah, ring might be searched a lot, but it's not bought a lot. But green gemstone diamond ring, that doesn't even make any sense. But something that's very specific. If someone knows exactly what they want, they search for that very exact thing, and your item is an exact match for that, then they're far more likely to buy it. Okay, don't repeat tags. All your 13 tags should be as unique as possible. There is absolutely no point having lots of the same tags. So you don't need to keep repeating the same tag. Again, this is quite interesting. Having tags such as octopus art print and animal wall decor will get that listing in front of more potential buyers than octopus art and octopus print. Yes and no. I understand what they're saying, and that's definitely worth doing, but it depends how many. If you've only got the one listing, you're maybe wanting to head for more things. But yeah, it's trying to say, think outside the box and think of more different things that people will be searching for. So absolutely, someone searching for octopus art print and animal wall decor could equally be interested in your listing. Don't repeat categories and attributes. We mentioned that they act like tags, so you don't need them as a category and a tag. Don't include misspellings. Yeah, this is me. Again, Etsy Rank has a bit that can help you out. It searches for misspellings, so it can sort out. It can take you at a glance to where your misspellings are. And Etsy spells things. If a shopper spells something wrong, all search engines nowadays sort that out and send them to the place to the right spelling of it. And don't add the tags in multiple languages. Add your tags in the language that you set up your shop in. Etsy will translate for you. Okay, so it's important to use all 13 tags and don't repeat them. Think what makes your product unique, and shoppers might search for those items. Yeah, you have to get creative. Sometimes it's hard to come up with 20 characters or less. If the keyword phrase is longer than 20 characters, adding multiple phrasal tags containing those search terms can help you match those searches. So it's fab that it explains this to you here. Minimalist diamond engagement ring is far too long, so you can break it into chunks that a searcher might shop for. So minimalist jewelry, diamond ring, engagement ring. That's giving you more search terms for that one tag that you want. Also, I would include obviously, well, it's got engagement ring, diamond ring. So you've got several tags, so just break it up that way. Yep. Descriptive, I think they mean descriptive for the tags, yeah. The categories you add your listings to should describe what your product is. That sounds so obvious, but yeah, people really miss out on that. You've got your tags should say what your item is, and that's all. Don't try and con the system by getting found in different searches or something like that. Just say what it is. Materials and techniques. You can add tags that highlight how it's made and what's unique about it. Get specific about the techniques and methods used, which is really interesting. Again, that's important if people are going to be searching for your technique. Who's it for? This is ideas for what other tags you can have. So gifts for boyfriend, gifts for newlywed, gifts for new mums. All these are good as well. It depends. A lot of these tags can be really hard to actually rank for, but it can be a good idea to give them a try. And the shopping occasion, is this a Christmas gift, an anniversary gift? And this is a big one, solution orientated. In any search on the internet, if you can solve a problem that somebody has, then you're doing way better. So you make it specific to what people might be having the problem for. So gift for a friend, gift for a cat lover, things like that. So think of how you're going to solve the problem. If someone says, my mate loves cats, what would be a good gift for them? So that's you're solving a problem. People types of style, really important. Art Deco, minimalist, rustic. And yet size is important where it adds to the description. Shallow basket, toddler packs, tiny gold hoops. I'm sure we've all seen the pictures on Facebook of people who've bought things from eBay and they weren't quite what they expected. Like they bought a rug and it turns out it's a rug for a doll's house. So yeah, that's really important. Okay, so I think that will do so far. That's your first 2 pages of this new update from Etsy. This is so exciting, and I'm going to recommend everybody get across there. The ultimate guide to the Etsy search. I'll leave a link in the comments below. I'll go through these in more detail later on, but it is so exciting, telling us in uncertain terms now. Keep your titles short, keep them what people are looking for, and keep them in ways that the human will understand. Think of the human, think of making the person who sees your item buy it. That is the most important factor that we can give Etsy. We can tell them this is what we think this item is, and then Etsy will give us that little newness boost, and it'll decide, is this what this actually is? So if your item does well, if people love your item, so if it's got great pictures, if the titles are understandable, entice people to click, if the descriptions are wonderful, if it's the exact item that they're looking for, and they buy it, then that's the best signal that Etsy can possibly get. But this ultimate guide is absolutely fantastic, so get over there, have a look at that. Thank you for joining me. I know this is a bit of a long one. I just got super excited seeing this, so I just wanted to share this with you all. I hope it helps. If there's any specific things that you want more detail about, give me a yell and we'll make a video on that. Thank you so much for joining me.